There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the name, and in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about multiple streams of income. So I'm an accountant, so I'm always having these conversations about money and success, multiple streams of income, entrepreneurship, careers. We're always engaged in the conversation of like pushing forward for success. And I love these conversations. And one of the things that I noticed mostly when it came to like multiple streams of income is that one, everyone wants to have multiple streams of income. And two, what I've noticed mainly in the people who don't have multiple streams of income is it seems to be a mindset issue. Not even just about having multiple streams of income, because, like I said, everyone seems to want to have multiple streams of income. But when we talk about scarcity mindset versus the abundance mindset, I noticed that these two types of ideals or mindsets are the main reasons or the main differences in the people that I see who have many streams of income versus one or two streams of income. And the scarcity, the people who I've come in contact with who think more along the lines of scarcity, they tend to have one to two, maybe three, but usually one to two streams of income. And the people who I know who I've come in contact with who think more on the abundance mindset, they have five, six, seven, eight, sometimes 10 streams of income or more. And I just noticed like it's just kind of was crazy because like as I'm having conversations, just even about like how they buy things, why they haven't bought things and why they're hesitant on certain things is mainly because of mindset. And I noticed that the people who were more active as far as like more, I guess you could say risk takers or just more free flowing with their decisions about money were people who had more of the abundance mindset and they also tended to have multiple streams of income. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So let's say you got two people, all right? Say two brothers, okay? One brother, the two brothers go to a dealership. They both want this car. The car is, let's say the car is affordable. Let's say the car is $400 a month, right? One of the brothers is looking at his budget and he's like, I can swing it, but 400 is tight on my budget, right? And then the other brother, he's like, man, let's just get it because like we really want the car and it's $400 a month. His mindset is, well, I can find an extra $400 a month without even having to go into my budget, right? Like without not even touching the money that I currently have, even though I can't afford it with that money, I can go figure out. I can Uber or I can sell something online or I could do some handyman work or whatever it is. I can Turo one of my other cars, whatever it is. They're thinking I can get this $400 without actually having to go into my current budget, even though my current budget can afford it. But I really just do want to get this car and it'll help my family if I got this car or whatever it is. But the other brother is like, nah, I'm not gonna mess with this. It's $400. I can't see me getting this and paying this right now. It'll be a little tight. And that's the example of the two different types of mindset. One person is thinking scarcity, and the other brother is thinking abundance. I can, even if, yes, we can both afford both brothers could afford the car on their current budgets, but one brother is like, it's too tight. I'd like to have more freedom. Maybe I'll just wait on the car. And the other brother is like, yo, I can go get this $400 a month from somewhere else. Like, it don't even have to touch my budget, right? Those two different types of mindsets mainly, in my opinion, comes back to creativity. The reason why the other brother isn't thinking, oh, I can go figure out where to get this money from is because they're probably not sure how or different ways that they can get the money. They don't have ideas. Maybe they haven't done something, or they're just not as creative when it comes to trying to generate multiple streams of income. But the other brother, the one who's thinking more of from the abundance mindset, is more creative when it comes to how they can get money, right? Whether or not they run out of room for $100 for 4 days, or they just find different ways, like, but they have ideas and they're willing to go out and they're willing to try them, right? And so they may have 5, 6, 7, 8 different streams of income. Maybe they're a content creator, whatever it is. Maybe they have a clothing line, or they can paint, or whatever it is, but they'll go out and they'll figure out how to get this extra money, while the person with the scarcity mindset is mainly thinking from the stance of scarcity, because they maybe don't feel as creative when it comes to, or I have as many ideas when it comes to trying to have multiple sources of income, or having multiple sources of income. So those were the things that I noticed, that the people who, even though they may have a lot of money, they still were very hesitant when it came to spending money on food, or clothes, or just certain things. Now, of course, everybody splurges in certain areas, but when it came to making like some of the larger purchases, which they could still handle on their budget, they were a lot, way more hesitant, and a lot slower when it came to making a decision, especially when it comes to, say, something like maybe buying a house or a car, or something that costs a little bit of money. They were a lot more hesitant versus the person who came from like more the abundance mindset. They're like, okay, well, I can figure that out, or I'll get that. I can come up with that. I can figure something out where I can go do something and make a couple dollars. Something's $3,000 or $1,000. Okay, how can I make $100 a day on the side, or $50 a day on the side for XYZ amount of days, $15 a day or $10 a day, whatever it is, they'll figure out something where they can get a couple extra dollars so that they wouldn't still have to touch their budget, that kind of thing. That's the mindset they're coming from. Like, there's plenty of money out here, versus I don't really know where else to get money from, so I don't want to spend what I have because I don't know how I'm going to replace it. And so that's just some of those things that I noticed. So when you think about this and watching this video, what mindset are you? Like, are you more from the scarcity mindset, or do you think more from the abundance mindset? Think about how many sources of income you have. Yes, I know everybody's, including the people who have a scarcity mindset, they all say they want to have multiple sources of income, and they can't really come up with any ideas on how to do it. But it's so many things around them, and so many ideas that probably pass through them, that it doesn't, they still don't connect to it. They feel like it has to be more of a, I don't know if they feel like it needs to be more spiritual, or something just needs to come and be handed to them. I don't know what it is, but I'm definitely one who thinks more from the abundance mindset, versus the scarcity mindset. Like, let's say when I first purchased this home, I did it at the beginning of my accounting career, where I made the lowest amount of money, and I knew that I would make more money over time, right? And let's say I've been here 5 years and some change. And in this 5 years, the value of this house has gone up over 160,000. And the people who I might have also told, hey, you should buy a house, who were already further along in their career, they was like, no, not yet. I need to wait until I get more money, or like I don't, I'm not in position, even though they were, right? They just felt like it was going to be a little tight and they'd rather not do it then. Now, for them to come over and buy a house now over here, they got to spend, I spent 233. Now these houses is close to 400,000, right? So now these 5 years in, and most of them still haven't bought homes yet. They are still operating, we're still operating from the scarcity mindset. And so because of that, it has costed them to have to come out of pocket, almost $200,000 more compared to what it would have been had they thought like I thought, from the stance of, well, this is the lowest amount of money that I'm going to make. I'm going to make more money as I get promoted through the ranks and as I figure out other things out. And, I'm looking at how much the mortgage is, and I'm thinking like, how many ways can I get that? Can I rent a room for this part of the month? Can I rent 2 rooms for this part of the month? And how can I come up with that until I can afford it without even having to do that? And so I created different ways for me to get extra money: Ubering, Turo, Airbnb, my other rental property. Like I just, selling. This is my watch company. I manufacture my own watches. So just a multitude of different ways where you can earn some money. And the people who, like I said, I started with, like who are already further along in their career, now they're like, dang, I'm trying to get a house now because I'm further along in my career, but the value of the houses is going up so much. Now the cost of the house is up, so it's going to cost me more money. I should have went in and locked it in when you did it, right? And so I wasn't really worried because I knew that there was more money out there versus just feeling that, thinking from that scarcity mindset. Anyway, if you find any value in this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and we out. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live, wanna rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.